Hi everyone, my name is Muhammad YUSRI bin JUFRI. My matrix number is BB24110174. The book we choose is Slaughterhouse-Five by Kurt Vonnegut. This book about a man named Billy Pilgrim who time travels to different parts of his life, war, marriage, and even a zoo on another planet. The story mixes war, science fiction, and trauma. It's not in order, but that makes it unique. To be honest, the book was a bit confusing when I first started reading it. The storyline jumps back and forth, so it's not in normal order like most stories. But once I understood the style, I found it very interesting. It's not exciting like a superhero movie or action movie or something like that, but it's exciting in a deep and emotional way. I think the combination of war, memories, pain, and some strange element like time travel made it unique. The way the author mixed reality and imagination kept me curious the whole time. Alright, we are going to my favorite part on this book. My favorite part is the bombing of Dresden. In this part, Billy and some other prisoners were hiding underground in a slaughterhouse, while the whole city above them was being destroyed by bombs. When they come out, the entire place was gone. Everything, the buildings, the people, was turned to ash. The part hit me hard, because it shows how real and painful war is. And the fact that this really happened in history made it even more powerful. It reminded me that war doesn't just affect soldiers, it destroys lives, families, and the cities. Okay, overall I think this book is quite good. It's not easy to read, but it makes you think a lot about life and war. I will recommend it to people who like serious stories and something different. Thanks for watching my video. Thank you.
Hi, my name is NURUL ADILAH binti KASRI and my matrix number is BB24110596. So I'm going to talk about a book named Slaughterhouse-Five book by Kurt Vonnegut Jr. So, is this story boring or exciting? In my opinion, the story is not traditionally exciting like an action novel. Instead, it is emotionally intense, surreal, and philosophical. Its structure, where the time jumps back and forth, can feel confusing at first, but it becomes powerful as it reflects the impact of PTSD and war trauma. I do think that many readers find this story haunting, darkly funny, and deeply moving rather than thrilling. And for the most interesting part, I do think that the firebombing of Dresden is the most powerful and memorable part of the novel. Billy, as a prisoner of the war, is locked in an underground slaughterhouse when the bombing happens. After the firebombing, he and the other prisoners emerge to find the Dresden completely destroyed. This moment is not written with flashy drama, but also with sober horror, where it emphasizing the senseless destruction of war. It is also leaves a last emotional impact and anchors of the anti-war message of the book.
My name is Lee Han Eun, and now I want to talk about the part of the story that I like the most. I like the part when Billy was taken to the planet CHAU. That part was very different and interesting. The aliens there were not like humans. They believed that all time exists at once, past, present, and future. They told Billy that when someone dies, they are still alive in other times. I like this part because it made me think about life and death in a new way. It was strange but also very peaceful. Billy learned not to sad about death, and that helped him feel better. For me, the story was exciting. It was not a normal war story. The writer mixed war, time travel, and aliens together. That made the book different and fun to read. Sometimes it was a little hard to understand because the story jumped between times, but that also made it special. I never knew what would happen next. The story also made me think about the pain of war and how people feel after it. So I think the book was both exciting and meaningful.
Hi, my name is Yu. The part of story that I liked the most was when Billy Pilgrim was taken to Trafalgar and placed in a zoo. It looked strange but also meaningful. The way the Trafalgarians explained time was all movement exist as one. It was very different from how we humans understand about time. It made me think about how we deal with death, memories, and pain. Although a bit funny, it actually showed how people like Billy use imagination or fantasy to escape trauma and pain. To me, the story was exciting, but in an unusual way. It's not like an action movie with fighting scenes. Instead, it makes his story as science fiction. I enjoy how the author told me story in time traveling style because it made me feel like I was inside really confused mind. Overall, the story was meaningful. I like how it used humor to talk about very serious topics like war and death. Thank you.
Hi, my name is CHAU. Today I would like to share a book that I have read recently. The title of the book is Slaughterhouse-Five. The book written by Kurt Vonnegut that's talking about a man named Billy Pilgrim. He is a soldier who lived through the horror of World War II. But what makes Billy's story different is that he does not experience his life in order to become unstuck in time. He is being captured during the Battle of Bulge, locked in a slaughterhouse during the bombing of Dresden, and somehow he survived it all. Later in life, he even claimed that he has been taken by aliens from a planet called Trafalgar. This alien does not see time the way we do, but they believe that every moment exists forever, and they teach Billy to accept life and death without fear or regret. Who was the favorite character? My favorite character is Billy Pilgrim, as the main character in this novel. Billy Pilgrim is my favorite character because although he is a passive and tragic figure, he claims acceptance of war, time, and suffering makes him a unique and unforgettable anti-hero. This part of the story that I will recommend for my friend. The part that I will recommend for my friend is Billy abduction by the Trafalgarian, chapter 5. Why I recommend this show is because in one of the strange and most memorable part of the novel, Billy gets taken by aliens called Trafalgarian on the night of his daughter's wedding in 1997. They look like green balls with an eye in their palm and see all the time at one past, present, and future. On their planet, they put Billy in a zoo and pair him with Montana Wilhead, where she is a famous actor from Earth, and together they start a new kind of family. That's all from me. Bye!